Hey you guys, welcome to week 6 wrap-up. Week 7 picks on Road to G. Thanks for tuning in. Let's go to our results from week 6, shall we? It was Atlanta 31, Carolina 17. Cincinnati over winless Colts 27-17. 6 straight losses for the Colts. Detroit Lions losing their first of the season, losing to the 49ers 25-19. It was the Packers 24-3 over the Rams. Aaron Rodgers with 4 touchdowns. The Giants 27, Bills 24, Steelers 17. It's 13 over Jacksonville. It was the Eagles over the Redskins 20-13. Eagles skid ends at 4. The Ravens over Texans 29-14. The Browns losing to the Oakland Raiders 24-17. Patriots with 12 seconds left come back to beat the Cowboys 20-16. And the Saints loses to the Bucs in the battle of the NFC South, 26-20. Sunday night game, the Bears no problem with the Vikings, 39-10. Donovan McNabb, a horrible game. His mother Wilma had to leave because she couldn't take no more pain in her son. And then Monday night, it was the Dolphins losing over the New York Jets, 24-6. Dolphins continue to remain winless. 10-3 was my record from last week. Can I go 13-0 this week? Let's see our schedule, and I give you my picks. Here we go. Washington Redskins at Carolina Panthers. John Beck starts for the Redskins. Rex Grossman sits. Cam Newton should have no problem with the Redskins. He'll get a win, come from behind win at home against Washington and Carolina. Seattle Seahawks against the Cleveland Browns. Seattle coming off their bye last week. Cleveland coming off a tough loss against the Raiders. Colt McCoy should have a good game. Browns win this one in Cleveland. Atlanta Falcons will be the guest at the Detroit Lions. Detroit's home loss last week will be their game this week. Falcons is going to be in and out of this game. The Lions will have no problem. They'll beat the Falcons at home. Denver Broncos at the Miami Dolphins. Tim Tebow, his first Denver starting quarterback debut, goes back home to face his hometown Miami Dolphins. I think the Dolphins is going to upset Tim Tebow in Denver and Miami to give the Dolphins their first win of the season. San Diego Chargers at the New York Jets. The New Meadowlands will be the place where the Chargers will beat the Jets in New Jersey. Chicago Bears at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay coming off a fresh win against the Saints. Chicago walloping the Vikings, but this week Jay Cutler's not going to be what he was Monday night. Josh Freeman should have a pretty decent game. The Tampa Bay Bucs to beat the Chicago Bears. Tennessee Titans against the Houston Texans. Titans coming off their bye. Plays at home against Houston. Houston is hurting, so I think the Titans will beat the Texans in Tennessee. The Pittsburgh Steelers at the Arizona Cardinals. Ben Roethlisberger, just a hot quarterback right now. Cardinals, just not that kind of a team. Steelers all over the Cardinals in Arizona out west. Kansas City Chiefs at Oakland, playing against the Raiders. Raiders, Carson Palmer makes his Raiders debut this week. Jason Campbell broke his collarbone, out for the remainder of the season. He's going to have an up and down game, but I think the Raiders defense will beat the Kansas City Chiefs offense in this one. The St. Louis Rams continue to be winless and will continue to be winless when they face the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys is going to annihilate the Rams at home. The Green Bay Packers to be the guest at the Minnesota Vikings. Christian Ponder will start for the Vikings this week. Donovan McNabb sits. Great! Vikings should win, but no! Green Bay continues their winning streak at 7. Green Bay will annihilate Minnesota. And on Sunday Night Football, the Indianapolis Colts. Curtis Payne will try to rebound from his loss against Cincinnati last week. He'll face his team with the New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees will have a better game this week than last week. The Saints should have no problem against the Colts. And on Monday Night Football, the Baltimore Ravens walloping win against the Texans last week. Jacksonville, a heartfelt loss to the Steelers. should rebound, but at the end, Jacksonville will pull out a win against Baltimore. Alright, so those are my picks. Once again, to recap, I have the Panthers over the Redskins, the Browns over the Seahawks, the Lions over the Falcons, the Dolphins over the Broncos, the Chargers over the Jets, the Bucs over the Bears, Titans beat Texans, the Steelers all over the Cardinals, the Raiders to beat the Chiefs, the Cowboys to annihilate the Rams, the Packers an easy cruise in Minnesota, and the Colts to lose again, but this time to New Orleans, and Jacksonville will get a Monday night win against Baltimore. All right, here are your Week 7 teams with byes this week. We have the Buffalo Bills, the New England Patriots, the Cincinnati Bengals, the New York Giants, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the San Francisco 49ers, all with byes in Week 7. Those are my picks for Week 7. What are yours? Put it at the bottom. Subscribe to my channel. Come back Tuesday for the Week 7 results, Week 8 picks. I'll talk to you then. Enjoy the games, everybody. Roll to G out. Deuce.